Hi and welcome back. The last video answered the question, when do you go to work? In this video, I'd like to answer the question, when do you wake up in the morning? When do you wake up in the morning? This is another when question. So with a when question, we have to answer with a time. When? Time. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. You could also answer, I wake up at 7 a.m. I wake up at 7 a.m. A.m. means morning. And if you remember from the last video, p.m. means afternoon all the way till midnight. I'm going to ask the question again. When do you wake up in the morning? I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Or, I wake up at 7 a.m. Now, I know not everybody wakes up exactly at 7 o'clock in the morning. Some people sleep a little bit later. Some people sleep even later than other people. So how do we talk about time if it's not exactly o'clock, 7 o'clock? When we look at our phones, we will see the number 7:05, which means 5 minutes after 7. So we could easily answer, I wake up at 7:05 in the morning, or I wake up at 5 after 7. We do not need to use o'clock. The only time we use o'clock is when it's exactly 7 o'clock. Let's try for 10 minutes. You will see 7:10 or 7:10 or 10 minutes after 7, 10 minutes past 7. So if I ask the question, when do you wake up in the morning? You could answer, I wake up at 7:10 a.m. or I wake up at 10 after 7. Now we'll move to 15 minutes after 7. 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour. We can answer this question, when do you wake up in the morning, a few different ways. One way would be, I wake up at 7:15 a.m. or I wake up at quarter after 7, or I wake up at quarter past 7. So 15 after 7 is quarter after or quarter past. We move to 20 after or 7:20. 7:25 or 25 after 7. Then we hit 7:30. 7:30, we can say, I wake up at 7:30 a.m. or I wake up at 7:30, because 30 minutes is half an hour. 30 is half of 60, half past. Now that we're past half an hour, we're going to be closer to the next hour. So instead of saying past when we hit 7:35, we will count how many minutes before the next hour. So 7:35 could be said as 25 minutes to 8. So I'll ask the question again. When do you wake up in the morning? I wake up at 7:35 a.m. or I wake up at 25 to 8. Then we go to 7:40. That's 20 minutes before 8. So we can answer, I wake up at 7:40 a.m. or I wake up at 20 to 8. Now we're hitting the 15 mark again. 15 before 8. 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour. So at 7:45, we can answer two ways. I wake up at 7:45 a.m. or I wake up at 7:45. We won't say 15 minutes before. We will say 7:45. Then we hit 7:50 or 10 minutes to 8. 7:55, 5 minutes to 8. And then it's 8 o'clock already. 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll do one quick review. We'll start at 7 o'clock and we'll say the times every 5 minutes until 8 o'clock. Ready? Okay. 7 o'clock. 7 a.m. 7:05 a.m. 5 after 7 in the morning. 7:10 a.m. or 10 after 7 in the morning. 7:15 a.m. quarter after 7 in the morning or quarter past 7 in the morning. 7:20 a.m. or 20 after 7 in the morning. 7:25 a.m. or 25 after 7 in the morning, 7:30 a.m. or 7:30 in the morning, 7:35 a.m. or 25 minutes to 8 in the morning, 7:40 a.m. or 20 minutes to 8 in the morning, 7:45 a.m. or 7:45 in the morning, 7:50 a.m. or 7:50 to 8 in the morning, 7:55 a.m. or 5 minutes to 8 in the morning, 8 a.m. or 8 o'clock in the morning. I hope this helps you answer the question, when do you wake up in the morning? We'll talk to you soon. Okay, don't sleep in. Bye-bye.